Alright, good morning guys. Welcome to another episode of Off Axis Builds. Got the trailer in the background there, fully built. We're going to be doing the mods on this trailer, so stay tuned and I'll walk you through each mod. Got about 12 different mods we'll be doing.
So part of the electrical upgrade that I'm going to be doing is replacing this head, or this connector, with this style connector. This style connector is a lot easier to remove because you can actually get your finger in there and remove it. So I'll be installing this on the trailer side, and this is going to be on my Jeep side. Okay, so I'll show you how to splice these wires into those. Okay. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is obviously remove this sleeve they have over it. It's simple. There's a little tab, little zip tie on it. At that point, you can just slide it down to get to your wires. Okay. These aren't that hard to wire in. If you look very closely to the wire colors, you can see a black and green, black and yellow, brown, and black and white wire. Basically, you're going to hook the black and white to the white, the brown to the brown, black and yellow to the yellow, and black and green to the green. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to cut this. I'm going to remove this off of the wire. I'm going to put a different type of sleeve on it that I'll use. It's a little more heavy duty than this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this, so if I want to use this on another vehicle, I can. I'm going to cut it back a few more inches. Okay. So now I can remove this guy, take this sleeve off, and then I'm going to install this other sleeve that I have. The reason why I want to put this one on is, like I said, it's a little more heavy duty. So we'll just I'm hoping I can just push it in. We'll see if it gets tangled or not. Okay, so I wasn't able to get it in that plastic tubing. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is feed a fish line in it, tape it off to the other end of this wire, and then pull it through that way. So part of doing this correctly, you don't want all these bunched up in one spot. You have a really thick wire loom there. What you want to do is stagger them. So you want one up here, one down below it, one down below that one down below that one. It'll make it so it's not so thick on your wiring. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do now, which will actually help me on this pole, is get these so they're cut to where I want them. Okay, so I have the meter. You put it on ohms and sound. Okay, so what you will do is you'll take this and stick it in 1. Okay, oh. I'm actually gonna get a clip on here. Hold on. Okay, so I'll clip it onto 1. Guess it doesn't want to stay. Okay, take the other one and you touch. So that one's good. Go to the next one. Good. That one's good. Now this last one is actually inside. So we'll get this one out. Stick it inside. So all 4 are solid all the way through. So this wire is complete. Just got to stick it back through the tongue and wire the rest of the trailer. Alright guys, so I'm going to feed the electrical in, back through the tongue, all the way to that center part where that yellow wire's coming out. Okay. Then there's a connection for all the rest of the running lights and whatnot. So I'm just going to send it on through until we can see it down at that end. Alright guys, so the trailer does come with 1 grommet. There actually is a hole underneath the trailer for this one to go into. So we'll install that. But since I'm putting auxiliary lights in, I'm going to need some more grommets. These are 1/2 inch outside diameter on that inside lip there. And then, or excuse me, 3/4 inch outside diameter and then 1/2 inch inside diameter right there. So where we're going to be installing those are underneath these fender wells. So you saw that I put some 3/4 inch holes here and 1 here. Well, now I need to get the wires under the trailer, so I'm going to have to drill a hole on the frame there and 1 there on both sides. So that's 2 more. Okay, and then this wire, or excuse me, this hole right here, I'm going to stuff 1 in as well. That was meant for the light to slide through. The wires were already going to be on the other side, but I want to protect these wires here. I may use that hole, or I may just drill another hole right here. I think it'll be cleaner for me to drill another hole right here and just run the wires there. I think that's what I'm going to do, and just leave all that alone over there. So that's my 6 extra grommets that I'll need to do. Now these grommets, like I said, are 3/4 inch holes that they slide into, and then 1/2 inch inside diameter. So let's go ahead and get these things drilled and ready for the wires. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like with the grommet in there. So we'll go and get the grommet in on this one, and then I'll drill the other side of the trailer. And all that does is protect the wires from the metal on the trailer from rubbing, and just make sure it doesn't rub through the wire. That's all it does. Okay, so after you connect this connection that they provided, you're gonna split the brown, yellow, and white to one side, and the brown, green, and white to the other side. Okay, the yellow and white is gonna go to the driver's side. The green and white will go to the passenger side. There's some eye hooks along here that you're gonna connect it into. I don't know if you can see those, a little tough. But there's some eye hooks in there. Once you get it to the side, what's nice about this trailer is they provided holes all the way down. Okay, so you can run them all the way down to the rear light. So I'm gonna go ahead and split the two, and then I'll tie in my two marker lights in the center here on both sides. Okay, so once you get the cabling to this corner, you're gonna split off your brown and yellow on both sides, okay? Brown and yellow is gonna go all the way to the front, to that front marker light, and then whichever side you're on happens to be the passenger side, which is brown, green, and white. That's gonna go all the way to the rear, okay? And the other side's gonna be the brown, yellow, and white, which will go all the way to the rear. So I'm gonna get it through that last eye hook there, and then I'll feed my front one forward and my rear one back. Alright, so when you get done, you're gonna see it come from the center, split out, go to that corner right there. Let me show you. Go to that corner right there. Like I said, the brown and white will go forward, and then the other three colored wires go to the back. I'm just hanging them right now because I'm still doing some lighting. But anyways, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna wire those in. Those two holes that I have there, one right there and one right there, those are the marker light holes. I'm gonna actually bring that brown and white wire back after I do my connections up front, and I'll bring two wires back, and then from there I'll go two wires more to here, and then I'll take one to ground because that's what lights need, and that's that. So we'll finish wiring these guys up, hook it up to my truck, and test it out. Alright, guys, so I got the lights installed. Got my marker light, other marker light, front one, and all three on this side as well. There's the other marker light, fender light, and the last brake light.
As always, guys, it's built, not bought. Join me on the next one. Guys, make sure you hit that little like button, comment, and subscribe.